Hello all, welcome again. In this video, I will try to cover subcontracting process in SAP MM. So first, what is subcontracting? The name subcontracting means employ a firm or person outside one's company to do work as a part of large project or any task. Subcontracting is a practice of assigning or outsourcing part of the obligation and task under a contract to another party. It means one company asks for other company to perform some task and give them some product, but in this process one company will give them the all necessary materials and other company will perform some action or task on it and it will convert it into another product. So we will see details here. As I told, let's consider this is a primary company and they want some product. So what they will do, they will give raw material to vendor or third party company, and that third party company will process on that raw material and they will give return that product to the company as a semi finish or finished product. Let's consider one example here. Consider this company is giving metal sheet of, let's say, 1 kg to the third party and they are converting that metal sheet into metal box and returning them. Now let's see subcontracting process in SAP, how it works. First, we require some prerequisite. So that is material master or vendor master. In this case, material master includes raw material as well as our finish or semi-finished product that we have to maintain in our system, and also the vendor master, which will be maybe other third party company or particular vendor. Then we maintain purchasing info record for that particular vendor and material. Here note that material should be the finished product, not raw material. So we will maintain vendor and finished product in purchasing info record, and it should be subcontracting, as four types available in purchasing info record, that is standard, pipeline, consignment and subcontracting. So out of that we will select subcontracting. Then we create PO, purchase order, with subcontracting item category L. But while maintaining that PO, we provide raw material in components or subcomponents, or maybe we can explore BOM, that is bill of material. Then we check stock if we have raw material. In case we don't have raw material, so we may, for practice, we may update directly initial stock using movement type 561, but in real scenario we should have procured that material from appropriate vendor and we should have that in our inventory. Then we do transfer posting, means we provide that raw material to the third party company or vendor, that is transfer posting using Migo. Then if raw material is provided, we again check that with MMB if that what is the status of that material in our system. Then once we provide raw material to vendor and given him a deadline that we want that semi-finished or finished product after processing over that raw material, so vendor send that material to us and then we perform goods receipt. Here we perform goods receipt with normal 101 movement, but in background 543 movements happens. Then normally we perform our invoice and then rest of things to complete the vendor payments. That's how it works in SAP. Now we will see exactly how it will work in SAP. So let's go into SAP and see. For material master things, I have maintained raw material and vendor and finish material that we're gonna use. So this is the raw material, finish material and vendor. I will use this only for our example. Now as per process we will perform all this. So now we have material master, vendor master, so our prerequisite is complete. Now I will maintain purchasing info record in ME11. So I'm running ME11 in order to maintain purchasing info record. Note here that as I told you, we should maintain our purchasing info record with finish material and vendor, not with raw material. So I will maintain finish material and vendor combination. So my finished product material is 19, my vendor is 100011. I'm maintaining it for purchasing organization 0001 and my plant is also 0001. It is most important here that info category, it should be subcontracting as we are performing subcontracting. So it should be subcontracting. Once you select subcontracting, just press enter. Then you can maintain all this info. As you know, we have already covered how to maintain purchasing info record. If you don't know how, you can check my video in master data and purchasing info record. So I will maintain it quickly. We are just gonna maintain all required things here. That's it. Rest of things are not necessary, so I'm not maintaining. So now I have maintained this info record for this plant with this item category, right? Now what is next in our process? We will perform purchase order to the particular vendor. Now I will create PO for particular vendor. I am running here T code ME21N to create purchase order. Then provide all necessary details here. This is my vendor. This is purchasing organization, purchase group, company code. Then here item category is most important. So if you see here, you will find various item categories for consignment, pipeline, third party, service, etc. Out of that, we have to select L or subcontracting. So I am selecting L, so it will appear here. Then rest of thing I will put here finish material, not raw material. So always remember, we maintain, while maintaining this purchase order, we should maintain our finished product, not our raw material. So I'm maintaining here. Then quantity is 1, unit of measure each, then expected delivery date, net price, that how much is our service charge for that particular vendor, then currency, material group, expected plant and expected storage location, then press enter. So once you press enter, system will ask us for the component, I mean raw material that we should maintain in component part. So where to maintain that, we will see that now. In item, in first tab here, material data, you see here component and explode bomb. If for this particular material bomb is maintained, then if we click on bomb, so it will automatically gather its subcomponents and required quantity. But for this example, I haven't maintained any bomb, so I will provide component. So how to provide component? Just click on this component, then one new screen will appear. Here you just provide which is the component of this, then how much required quantity, its unit, let's say kg, and just press enter. Rest of things system will pick automatically. Plant, see, so this is metal sheet. Once you provide subcomponent, in my case there is only one subcomponent for this finished product, but it might be more than one as well in ideal scenario, but for practice I'm showing only one now. So in this case I'm giving company a metal sheet and they're gonna convert that metal sheet into a box. Once you provide subcomponent, just press this back button, so system will go to the original PO screen here. Now click on check if everything is okay for this PO. So nothing, then save this purchase order. Once you save, I'll note that purchase order number for our future preferences. So it's 15 in the ending. I will copy that for our future reference. This is our PO. Now, as per our cycle, we will see what is our next step. So now I have maintained purchase order. Now I will check if I have stock with me for raw material. So I'm gonna check with MMBE. It is a transaction to check material stock, and I'm going to check raw material stock for this material, because this is the material we are giving to our vendor for this plant. So just provide material and plant and execute it. Then system will give you detail about stock. So I have 2 stock already with me. If you don't have this stock, then you can maintain this stock using this. I will show this also, how to maintain stock. Now just note that I have 2 stock, but let's say I don't have stock, and how to maintain, I will show that in case you don't have stock, but it's only for practice. In real scenarios you should have this stock in inventory. If you don't have the stock, you have to perform proper P2P cycle and you have to buy that from particular vendor who gives you that particular material. For practice, if you don't have stock, so you can maintain initial stock using Migo GI. Then here you should have select goods issue, then here others, and here movement type should be 561. 561 movement we use to update the initial stocks. In case we are moving from any other ERP to the SAP ERP, we have to maintain initial stock. In that case we use this transaction, but here we are just practicing, so I'm using it as a shortcut to maintain initial stock. So once we select this all, goods issue, other, and initially and stock entry, then provide for which material we want to maintain. So I have selected this material. How much quantity? Let's say I want 3, then its unit, that is kg. Here it is. Then where, for which plant, I want it for this plant, then which is storage location, and it's not required partner for this because I am just updating for storage location. And click item OK and check if everything is okay. So no error there, just save it. So now initial stock is updated, document is posted. Now I will check here. Now it's 2 only, but I will just refresh and it will update plus 3, so it should be 5 now. So I'm just gonna refresh in MMB. So it's 5 now. Okay, now what is next? As per our cycle, transfer posting. So we should provide this stock to vendor, because if we don't provide raw material, unless and until vendor don't have that raw material, vendor cannot perform on that raw material and it cannot make finish or semi finished good out of it. So here I will provide this stock to vendor. How to provide that stock to vendor? Using movement 541. For that, run T code Migo. Once you run Migo, then you have various options there. Like if you go here, you can see display, goods issue, goods received, cancel, change, remove, return, whatever, so many options. So out of this, select transfer posting, then here select other, then movement type should be 541, then for which material we want to perform. So this is the material, from which plant we are giving this, from which storage location, then who is the vendor for whom we are giving this material, then how much quantity, we are just giving 1 kg, then just press enter. So once you press enter, system will update everything. Then provide here again partner tab for which vendor we are giving this material and press enter. Then click item OK and save this. So once this document is posted, we can again check in MMB what is the status of that material. So I will go in MMB tab again, it's open. As of now we have provided only 2 stock initially, but now it should be updated to 3. See, now it's 3 and our inventory reduced to 4 from 5. So what we have seen so far, we have created info record, then PO, then we sent raw material to vendor. Now as per our PO deadline, vendor will convert that material and he will send us it to our company. Then once he sent to our company, we will perform goods receipt. Now I will perform goods receipt in Migo. Here once I run Migo normal, it's similar, just change it to goods receipt. Then next step should be our purchase order. Then what is our purchase order number? This is our purchase order number. Provide this purchase order number here. Then movement type should be 101. This is, then press enter. The system will bring all details from PO. Then how much quantity we are gonna perform GR, that is one quantity item. Okay, where we are gonna receive for this plant, the storage location, this is the purchase order, and this is the vendor. Note here one important thing, you will see here plus symbol. So if you click on this, you can find the its sub component, that is metal sheet. And if you go this side, you will find background movements as well. So what happened here, 101, that is normal GR happening, but remember we have sent material with 541 to vendor. Now it's returning to our plant, so it's with minus. So that's in background. So here 543 movement will happen in background. So always remember here that moment happened. Then check if everything is all right. So document okay, no issue at all. Just save this document or just post. So I'm saving it. Once you post this document, again check your stock and see what changes happen here. Now vendor return us one material that we consume and it's returned to us. Now this tab, here we will see more details about that goods receipt. So I will go in display, and here we can see this is the recent GRV done. Before finish seeing that more details, I will finish with its invoice as well. So T code for invoices as per our this is MIRO. So I will run here MIRO for our invoice. So it's normal, nothing change here. Just provide here, it should be invoice, then invoice date, amount, and here it should be PO reference. I'm just providing here date of today, then enter. Here it should be purchase order, so provide here PO number, that is press enter. So system will show all details from that PO. Then put amount here. Now it's green, so just post it. This is our complete cycle done. So rest finance team will take care of this payment and all stuff. But before that, we will check in purchase order history if everything is performed or not, and how purchase order show the status. So here purchase order history tab in ME23N. Here we can see we have done goods receipt and invoice receipt and everything. Now I want to show you more details. That first I will show you in slide and then I will explain in system. Then most important thing in subcontracting, what are account entries hit here. So we will see that. So these are the accounting entries hit. So BSX, that is stock account at assembly. WRX, that is GRIR clearing account. BSV, that is change in subcontract. Then FRL is subcontracting charges. Then BSX is this last two is relevant to the raw material, that is stock account of components or component, and this is consumption of those components. How it happened in system, these accounting entries are most important in subcontracting, and anyone may ask you during interview, so you must know how it works. So here consider raw material has a price of 5, finished material has a 10, and service charges subcontracting that vendor charging us is 7. In this case, so first entry is of 10 rupees, that is 10 whatever maybe the currency unit, stock account at assembly, that is debited. Then it will get clear with BSV, so here it's credited. Then this is about the charges, GRIR clearing, so it's gonna credit it, and here subcontracting charges gonna debit here. Then BSX is 5, so it's all about raw material, so it's gonna credit from stock account and it's gonna debit to the consumption account. So you must know how it works. This is the example. One more thing, this is if there is no standard price, but in case there is standard price, so one more account will enter here, that is PRD, that is price difference account. But it's easy, it's not that difficult, only that one more key hit here, so you must know that. Now I will show you how to check all this in your system. Again, I will go in system and open your recent GR, or you may just open PO and you can click here and it will open. System will directly show you to that GR. Then go to doc info, this last tab, then financial documents, here FI documents, click on it. Then you can see here 3 tabs. So select here accounting documents, double click on it or just select from this. Then once you click on it, system will show you complete different screen. Here you can see all details. Then just change its layout so you can see that accounting keys as well. So click here and select change layout. Then you can search here. I will first make it ascending or descending, so I can search it easily. So I want here transaction, then material, and I will select it to this side, then okay. Now here you can see this transaction keys BSX, WRX, BSV, FRL, BSX and GBB. So in my case here my finished product price is also 10 and service charges is also 10, that's why it's showing 10, all these 4 over places. But if I could have maintained service charges in PO differently, so it could have shown differently, but now it's just same. But no problem, here I have explained very well with different prices for raw material, finished product and service charges. In my case I put this also 10, so that's why it's showing 10 everywhere. But now you know how to check there, so you can experiment here and check that. Then next thing, so summary what we have seen so far. So this is how subcontracting process goes. First we create materials, and final or semi-finished materials in MM01. Then we maintain vendor depending upon if it's a HANA, then we use BP. If it's ECC, then we use XK01. Then we maintain purchasing info record. After purchasing info record, we create PO with item category L, and where we maintain components or explode bomb. Then we maintain initial stock only in case we are practicing, but in real time scenario, we perform complete material procurement, and then we update that into our inventory. Then we check that stock and we provide that material to vendor with movement type 541, that is nothing but our transfer posting. Then again we check stock if it is properly showing in our system, that is provided to vendor or not. Then as per the PO deadline, vendor sends us our final or semi-finished product, and we perform goods receipt in 101. Then again we check if stock is properly updated in system or not after GR, and we perform invoice. And again, if we are practicing, then we can check in Migo all our accounting entries details. Also note that if it is standard price, then PRD will appear. There may be price difference there if price difference is there, but if it is moving average price, then only then only the entries that I have shown will appear there. That's it with subcontracting. In case you have any questions, so you can put in comment section below and I will try to answer all of them. Thank you all.